Hello and good morning. I'm Sterling McKinley. I'm the DMV Grow with Google Digital Coach. And this morning, we're talking about how you can use Google to reach more people online. So, if you're asking, what is Grow with Google? So, Grow with Google is a program that started in 2017, and it's all about empowering small business owners to use digital skill sets to enhance their companies. Because, as you know now, this world is becoming more and more digital. So, for your business, even for you personally, if you're going to be participating, if you're going to be competitive in this new economy, this digital economy, you have to be digital. So tonight, not tonight, I'm sorry, this morning, that's what we're talking about. All right. So once again, here about me. My name is once again is Sterling McKinley. I'm the DMV Guru Coach. I'm also the founder of the Work by Digital. Very similar to Google, but it's a program that I started a few years back that makes sure that people have digital skill sets. Because once again, it's so important now that whether it's your person or your company, that you're digital savvy. Also, I can be found via email. My email address is digitalcoachdmv at growwithg.co. Also, I can be found online. If you go to Google and just type in Sterling McKinley, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm everywhere. Also, if you're on Instagram, visit our digital coaches page. If I say anything that's insightful, that's funny, definitely be sure to tag that and place that on the page. All right, so let's get started. Well, let me back up some. So before we get started, I'll just say this: this workshop is all about you. It's not about me. So your questions, your comments, be sure to ask those. All you have to do is type those in the chat box. I'll see your question. I'll stop. I'll pause. I'll be sure to answer it. And also remember, no question is a dumb question. Anything, any question you have about the presentation, what I'm saying, or about digital marketing, please make sure that you place your questions in the chat box. All right. So, question: how do you typically find things that you want? And it's already on the screen, but the answer is Google. So, I say this because the days of the phone book are over. I just turned 40. I'm old now, but back in, when I was a kid, we had these big phone books. They were huge. They were, I don't know, 20,000 pages. And when my mother or father wanted to find something, they went to the phone book. They flipped through all those pages and they found the number and they called that. But now the phone book has been replaced by Google. I don't care if you're a grandmother, I don't care if you're a teenager, if you're young, old, whatever you are. The first thing you do is you're hopping on your device, you're pulling out your phone, you're going to Google and you're typing in what you want. So as a business owner, that's why you have to be online, because that is the way that people are choosing to find your company. Once again, the phone book, that's gone. TV, radio, all that stuff is still there, but primarily people are going to find you digitally. And that's why it's so important that you have a digital presence that's insightful, that's captivating, all those things. Why? Because many times the first interaction somebody has with your brand is going to be through digital. All right, so a few stats here, and I'll summarize it. But once again, people are going online looking for things around them, and especially local search. People want to find things near where they work, where they live, and where they play. So the majority of people going online are looking for companies around them. And the thing about online that I love is if you think about TV, radio, they're always telling you what you want. Geico, Nike, Under Armour, insurance, whatever it is. But when it comes to online, the customer has the power. So that person is already in the mode of buying. So when they go online, they're trying to find a company to buy from. And that's great. So you have people that are ready to buy from you, ready to do business with you. That's why you have to be online. So when they have that search, when they do that query, they can find your business. Okay, so today's agenda, not too long, but first we're going to talk about how Google search works. We're going to break it down how it works so you can understand how you can place your business higher on Google search. Next, we'll talk about how you can reach customers online with search engine optimization, also known as SEO. Next, we're going to talk about how you can create a free business profile on Google My Business. Also, we're going to talk about how you can use pay-per-click or paid ads to also amplify your business. And last, we're going to recap, and I'm going to leave you with a few resources where you can learn more about these. about these skills. So, how does the Google search work? Pretty simple. You have a question, something you want to find, you type it in Google, and people find you. It's not magic, but that's how it happens. Google is amazing. They have crawled all the websites in the world. So what happens is when somebody types in that keyword, it goes through fast automatically and it finds websites that are relevant to that search. Then it shows you those websites, and that's how you choose. So that's how Google works. Once again, it's all about answering those questions. People are coming online because they have questions and they're looking for a solution. So I want to break down the anatomy of Google. What do you see? So at the top here, you see text ads. Those are the ads where people are selling things. You see those every time you do a search. It's normally about 3 or 4 ads. Under that, you have the organic search results. And the organic results that's where you go to show up a lot. Those are the sites that they go through automatically and list your site. Also on the side here, that's your business profile. And this is very key. This is the part that a lot of people do not take advantage of. This is a free listing you can create that lists your website, the location that pops up on Google. And once again, it pops up when somebody is searching for that item. So me and my wife, we go a lot to eat to restaurants. So if we want Italian food, I'll type in Italian food in Google, and guess what? On that side profile, it's going to show me all the Italian restaurants that are in my area. So once again, it's so key because those listings are going to make me come to that business. So that's why you want to show up in all 3 areas. If you have the budget and the text ads and the organic search, and also on Google My Business profiles. Reach customers with search engine optimization. So let's break down what is SEO. You hear a lot about that, but pretty much search engine optimization is all about showing up higher for your business. That's what it's about. And you don't want to be on the 5th, 6th page because position matters. You want to be on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd page because most people are not going past that to find your website. And you might hear a lot of keywords. That's where keywords and terms come in because you use these keywords and terms to rank higher on Google. So basically, it's the process of making your site appear better and appear higher on search engines. That's all it is. So 3 things we can break it down. 1, it makes your website more visible. And that's what we want. That's the whole point of marketing is to be more visible. So spending time improving your website, having good content, having good pictures, all things are great because now you are increasing the chances of somebody finding you online. Also, I said this earlier, it's a great way to connect with customers. A great way. And I think that's communication. That's digital marketing now. Technology is technology. There's always going to be a new app, a new website, social media network, always. But the key for your business is you want to keep up with your customers and you want to communicate the way they're communicating. And in huge numbers, people are telling you they love digital. They love using their cell phone and apps and social media. So don't be that business that says, oh, I'm going to wait on digital and technology. We don't need a website. We don't need worry about video. No, because why? Your customers are telling you that that's the way that they want to interact with your business. So everything we're talking about on this workshop today and digital in general is about keeping up with your customers. You have to make sure that you're doing the things that your customers want. Also, what SEO can do, it can increase sales for your business. I mean, that's huge. Once again, people are looking for you. And the great thing about digital online is you can be open 24 hours a day, anywhere in the world. So people are coming to your website to buy things, to book an appointment, to buy a product or service. That's why SEO is so important. It helps you drive more traffic and more customers to your website. So I'm doing a lot of talking here. Let me slow down some. Let me catch my breath. But if you have any questions or comments, I see Matt Bowen. Appreciate that. Great training. Just type your comments in the chat box, and I'll be sure to answer your comments and move on from there. All right. So, one major part of SEO or search engine optimization. um, and one thing too, there's a lot of terms in digital marketing and sales and business that we say. Uh, one is the SEO, but what does that mean to the common person? So, one thing that I like to do is like to break things down. Once again, SEO stands for search engine optimization. Okay, I just want to say that. But content is the way that people find you. That's the way it works. That's what search is all about. As people, we all have questions that we want to find answer to. And content, that's the way we communicate. So, first thing you want to do to improve your ranking to come up higher within Google is publish great content. Now, what does that mean? Publish content that's relevant, publish content that's original, and the content should be also useful and accurate. That's great. So putting out content, not just writing articles, blog posts just to write them, but no, putting time into those blog posts, putting time into your website to make quality content because the better quality your content, the more people are going to see you. And also Google rewards websites that have good quality content with higher rankings. So once again, having better content is going to help you stand out more and going to draw more people to your website. Also, the next thing is you want to use descriptive page titles and descriptions. That's really huge. So if we go back, I'll jump back earlier to our last slide. So if we look right here in organic search results, you see the blue box. You see the title and you see the. Now, this is so important. This is what I call kind of the carrot in a sense. This is your chance to advertise your business. So you want a title that's scripted. Every title shouldn't be the same on your website. It shouldn't be the name of your company. It shouldn't be about us. It should be about us, about um, P&G lawyers, and we provide XYZ service. So that's your time to be catchy, to be creative, to pull somebody in. So in a sense, that snippet that's showing on Google, that's letting me know why I should come to that website. So make sure you're writing the content in a way that's unique, that's scripted, that tells people what they can expect. Because when you do that, then they're going to click on the ad and they're going to come to your website. Also, be organized. And this goes for your website. Have you ever been to a website that's just all over the place? There's pictures here, there's links here. The links, they should be across the top, but they're on the bottom or the side. It's confusing. So be organized. It's an old saying, it's a book out that's called Don't Make Me Think. So when somebody comes to your website, don't make them think. They should be able to identify right away your name, your address, your phone number, and what you do. Because really, you have 3 to 5 seconds. Once I come to your website, 3 to 5 seconds. If I don't see what I want, guess what's happening? I'm in the back button, going back to Google and finding another company that I can work with. So once again, be organized because you should make your customers search and try to find information. Now, other ways to rank higher on your website. Google rewards websites that load fast. So whether that's on a desktop or a mobile device, your website should load fast. And later on, I'm gonna give you a website you can go to. You can test the speed of your website. This is very important. Don't make people wait. As human beings, we're very, very impatient. So you remember you go to the store to buy groceries or the Target or Walmart, and you stand in line, you switch because you're trying to get out of the store faster. Your customers are the same way. They're not going to wait for your site to load. If your site loads slow, if when it loads that they don't see what they want, they're going to leave. So if you want to keep those customers, have your website load fast. And also, Google is going to show websites more that load fast because Google is all about offering the best experience to the customers. I'll say it again. Google is about offering the best experience to their customers. So once again, that's why they want websites that are accurate, that have good information, that load fast. Why? Because they want people to use their service. So to do that, they're going to prioritize the websites that load fast and have good content. Also, check your device on all browsers. Go into Chrome, go into Safari, whatever, and also your phone. Make sure your site looks good on your phone because the majority of people now is split between desktops, laptops, and cell phones. But when I'm out and about, when I'm driving, when I'm picking my kids up and I want something, I'm pulling my phone out, not a laptop. So I would say do this. Go on your phone, type in the address of your website and see how it looks and see if it's a good experience. If it loads slow, if you have to zoom and scroll to find stuff, it's probably a bad experience, and that's something you want to fix. Because once again, your customers, they want sites that look good on mobile devices, that load fast. So make sure your website looks good on different browsers and also on mobile devices. Okay, so like I said before, you want to think mobile first. That's so important because this is the gateway. A lot of the things start here. It may end up on a computer. We work on computers, of course, but during the day, when I'm sitting on the couch at night watching TV, I have my cell phone, not my laptop. So there's a site you can go to that will test the speed of your website. Look down the bottom under quick tips. The address is g.co/mobile friendly. I'll say it again, g.co/mobile friendly. If you go to this site and you type in your website address, your name, it'll run automatically and it'll grade you and it'll tell you how fast your website is. And also, if your website is slow, it'll give you free tips and advice on things you can do to make your website run faster. All right, so moving on, talking about how to create a business profile. And this is, I don't want to say it's a hidden gem, but this is the portion of Google that most business owners do not take advantage of. I'll say it again. Google is the number one website in the world. Number one. In my opinion, being on Google is the most valuable piece of real estate. If you show up high on Google, you're going to make money. So that's why you have to use Google and you have to have a profile because once again, when customers are looking for you, you can show up in that profile. And that profile is amazing. It has your phone number, it has reviews, pictures, it has maps, directions to your location, all that stuff. And it's a free service. You can get thousands of views for free every month by having a profile on Google My Business. So we're going to talk about once again why you need to have one and break down the steps on how to set up a free profile. So the first thing showed you earlier, but you see off to the side here in the blue rectangle box, business profile. It shows up on the side normally or in the middle. And also it is together with Google Maps. So once again, it's showing people what's nearest to them. So it tells you, hey, the McDonald's, that Starbucks is a mile away. They have 5-star ratings, and you can go there. And then on your phone, guess what? You can hit a button. You can call that store, make sure they're open, make sure they have that thing in stock. You can hit another button. You can open up Google Maps, and then you can get directions to that store. You can also click on that profile. You can see pictures. You can read reviews. It's amazing. So for your business, it is a must because it is a way to quickly interact with your customers. And like I said before, it's the determining factor. Like I said, before I go to a store or a restaurant, I'm checking those reviews. I want to see how they are. I want to see pictures of a location before I come. So you are painting that picture in your customer's mind before they even come to your location. All right. So the first step to getting a profile is go to google.com/business. That's the first step you can do to set up your profile. And remember, when completing your profile, fill it out completely. I would say that you want to dominate Google. And when I say dominate Google, when somebody types in your name or your business address, they should see you in Google search. They should see you on Google My Business. They should see you on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, all those profiles. You want to dominate Google search. So when that customer goes online to verify you are who you are, they see listings that cause them to come to your store, that cause them to book an appointment, a consultation. Those are the things that matter. And in many ways, I say that digital has become the new credit score. I'll say it again. Digital has become the new credit score. And I say it because last year my wife and I we bought a house, and it's credit is the big thing about that. So before the lender gives you money, what are they going to do? They're going to ask for your taxes. They're going to run your credit, all that stuff. Why? Because they want to see how you pay your bills, and based on that credit score, they'll lend you the money, or they'll charge you a higher or lower interest rate. Now it's the same thing for your customers. Before that customer gives you their money, they're going to go online. They're going to go to your website, your LinkedIn profile, and they're going to make sure that you are who you are before they call you. That's why it's so important. Customers are using your digital presence to judge the worthiness of your business. And the crazy part is, you may have the best company in the world, the best prices, be the nicest person. But guess what? If you have a digital presence that's lacking, or you don't have one at all, it's going to hurt you. So even though you're awesome business, because you have a crappy digital presence in your customer's mind now, they're saying, you know what? That person is not an expert. They can't help me. They don't even care about, the digital presence. And guess what? I'm going back to Google and finding another company that can help me. So once again, you don't want that. You want to show off everything about you and who you are and all your services about you. So your profile completed with all your info, with your about us statement, location, pictures, photos, booking, services. Think of this profile as a mini website. It's a snapshot of your website and what you offer. And once again, you want to fill it out completely, because the more robust your digital presence is, the more robust your profile is, the more chances somebody has to find your business. All right. So on your profile, there are a few ways to engage your customers. The first one is creating a post. And this is similar to social media posts. You can post a picture, you can post a caption talking about it. The next one that is big is reviews. Let me say it again. Reviews. People sleep on this, but getting reviews for your business is so huge. Because once again, before people buy from you, they're gonna read a review on Amazon. Before I bought this microphone right here, what did I do? I read reviews. I wanted to make sure that I was buying a microphone that could accomplish what I wanted to do, and that was a good quality and a good price. So it's the same way for your business. People want to see the reviews before they come to your store. Get as many reviews as you can possibly. You want to create a system too where you ask your customer for reviews. And that's one thing I want to say too. Tell your customers what you want them to do. They always don't know. So ask them. If you have a brick and mortar store, leave a review. Send out an email blast asking customers to leave a review. Reviews are gold. You want to have reviews for your company. Next thing is, make sure you respond to every review, whether it's positive or negative. People really want to see that their review is responded to. And also, other customers want to see that you respond to reviews, especially negative reviews. Don't be that business owner that runs in the highest form of review. Now, I admit some reviews can be harsh, they can be a little mean, but do your best to be humble, and look into that review and respond to it. Because the worst thing you do online is have a negative review that's unanswered. That's the worst thing. So now every customer that comes to your company is going to read that review. And the review might be false, not be correct. It may tell half the story, but the customer doesn't know that. They're going to see a negative review, and then they're not going to come to your company. So make sure you reply to all reviews, post positive and also negative. One more feature of having a profile on Google My Business is the message center, which is great. So customers they can send you a text message asking a question. This is great. It's all about communication. It's a way to communicate with your customers. So Google My Business is also a website, but it's also an app. So I would recommend downloading the app. That way you can see the messages right here on your phone. Once again, if there are any questions or comments about digital marketing or anything I just said, please type your comment in the chat box and I'll do my best to answer your question. Okay, so let's break down how to get a profile, a free profile on Google My Business. The first step is visit google.com/business. Once again, google.com/business. Step two, now you have to claim your business profile. By claiming your profile, you're letting Google know that you are who you say you are. It's kind of like on Twitter or Twitter X. I don't know what they're calling that now. Instagram, where you're getting verified. You have to prove to Google you are who you say you are. So you put in your email address, you sign in, and step three, now you have to verify who you are. Now, this option, you have to verify your phone number, your email, and what happens is Google is going to send you a postcard to your physical address of your business. And there's going to be a verification code on that address. Now, once you get that postcard in a few days, 3 to 5 days, you go back to Google again, and there'll be a place where you can put in that code. Now you put the code in. Step four, Google knows that your business is real. Now they'll let you profile be publicly viewed by the public. But once again, take the time to fill out the profile completely with everything about your business. And pictures are huge. Customers love pictures. You want to paint a picture to your customer of what they can expect when it comes to your store. All right, now talking about how to amplify your business online. So we're talking about Google Ads, also known as pay per click, where you can pay to have people click on your ad and come to your website. Okay, so ads can appear in various places. Here are some positives about ads. So one thing I love about ads is that they show when people are, got a comment here. It says, watching from the sweetest side of Detroit, Michigan in USA. Thank you for joining us. But yes, there are some things I love about ads. And not even ads, just Google in general. Think about this. People come to Google when they're ready to buy. I'll say it again. People come to Google when they're ready to buy. So you're not being like TV. You're not doing like mass mailings and just hoping they're ready to buy or trying to convince them. They're already in the buying mode. And when people type in a search on Google, guess what? Google is going to show them products and services that they want. So if I want a hot dog, I'm typing in hot dogs near me. And Google's not going to show me hamburgers or lamb chops. It's going to show me hot dogs, what I want right now. So that's what you can do to show up. Also, using Google Ads, you can control your budget and your spending. So you can create daily budgets so you don't spend too much money. Also, the great thing about pay-per-click is, unlike a lot of forms of advertising, you only pay when a customer takes action. That is huge. So you're not going to spend $5 in a day unless customers come, they type in a search for you, and they click on the ad and come to your website. Once again, you only get charged when somebody clicks on the ad and comes to your website. So the cool thing too about ads is somebody can see your ad and they can still call you, and you don't get charged for that. But you only get charged when somebody clicks on your link and they come to your website. The next thing I love about Google Ads and also digital in general is that it's trackable and is measurable. There's no other form of advertising, no other form of communication that is so trackable like digital. So you can tell who came to your website, who clicked on your ad, did click on the pink ad or the blue ad. And now from that, you can say, okay, we got more clicks on the blue ad. Now you can cancel that pink ad or run that ad even less. So once again, I'll run through it more, but if you want to get started setting up an account on Google Ads, simply go to ads.google.com. All right, now I'll say this. Google Ads, it can be a little complicated to set up, especially if you haven't done it before. So Google now has this thing that called Smart Campaigns. And what Smart Campaigns does is it's a kind of simplified version of Google Ads where they'll help you build your ads. So you won't waste much time and money creating ads. And I'm going to show you some of those steps to make it easier. So the first thing you have to do when setting up your ads is create a campaign checklist. So first, this is a life lesson for everything. Decide what is your goal. Do you want me to call your store? Do you want me to come to your store? Watch a video? What is the goal? Why are you online and why are you having this ad? Next, what actions should people take? I just said, do you want to call? Do you want to download a PDF? Figure out what do you want to do. Next, make sure you connect this with your Google business profile. Also, you want to identify the ad or web page to connect your ad to. I gave an example before. If I see an ad for hot dogs and I click on that link, I want hot dogs. And then I come to that page and it's about fish, I'm going to leave. You'll be surprised how many companies run ads that are not targeted, that break that chain. So if you're telling your customer one thing on the ad, make sure that when they click on that ad, they're doing that same thing on the website. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to boost sales for your company, and also it gets you a higher engagement rate. So once again, make sure that your offer or your message stays through. That's the same on the ad and the same on the website. The next thing is write compelling ad copy, and that goes for your website. You want to be excited about your business. You want to tell why your business is different, why it's unique, and most importantly, how you can solve the problem for your customer. They want to know how can you solve their problem. So write ads, write page titles, descriptions that really get across the point why you're special and how you can help somebody. Next is you want to choose keywords that your customer will type in to find your website. So you don't do it now, but I recommend getting a blank sheet of paper and try to get inside your customer's head. I want you to make a list of 10 to 15 keywords that somebody will type in to find your business. Once again, make a list of 10 to 15 keywords that somebody would type in to find your business. Because guess what? You're probably not a household name yet. You're not Nike. You're not Kleenex. You're not Tylenol. So people aren't going to type in the name of your business. They're typing in those category phrases. So they're typing in auto accident lawyer in Baltimore. They're typing in florist in Detroit to find you. So think about the words that customers will type in to find your business. And those words, have them in your ads and also have them in your website copy. Because once again, that's how Google works. Google is looking to your website. And if the terms and phrases match what people are typing in, it's going to show your ad. It's going to show your website. So be sure to do that. Also, with Google Ads, you can set a daily budget. So once again, you can control spending. You can spend $5 a day. If you want, you can spend $1 a day. I won't recommend it, but you can spend $5 a day. So you're not going to blow through your whole budget in a one day. Okay, now let's go through some of those steps in great detail. So the first step, creating a smart campaign, is simply enter your business name. All you have to do, pretty easy. The next step you have to do is enter your website. So put that in. And once again, what it's going to do is Google is going through your website, your business address, and it's using information to help you create an ad. So put in your website name and also your address. And then Google will give you a preview of the landing page. And once again, landing page is a page that you're sending your customers to from your ad. It's going to give you a sample of how an ad will look on a mobile device and also on a laptop or desktop. Next, select the goal for advertising. This is very important. I spoke about it. So do you want to call? Do you want to store a visit? Do you want me to download a PDF? Do you want me to watch a video? Define what is the goal of your ad is very important. So ask yourself, what should the potential customer do after I see your ad? That's a very key part of creating a campaign. Next one is actually writing the text for your ad. So once again, based on your goals, what are you trying to sell? If you're a lawyer, honest lawyer, you can say, if you've been involved in auto accidents, Call an experienced attorney in Baltimore. Let's your phone number. And that's great. And the cool thing about it, just like Google My Business, is your ad is clickable. So guess what? I can click on a link on your ad and call your business. It's pretty cool. I can click on a direction and get directions to your company. So once again, there's a lot of different options you can use to fill your ads out. But once again, make sure you include a phone number in your ad so somebody can call you for service. Also, I just talked about this, but relevant keywords and terms. And the great thing about smart campaigns is Google will help you figure out based on your website, your business name, what terms people may type in to find your business. But here's where you can pick and choose from some of the terms that they recommend. Also, what you can do is set a location. And this is a great tool. So let's say you live in Michigan. You don't have to advertise to the whole state of Michigan. Why? Because that would be costly. That would cost a lot. What you can do is say, hey, I live in Detroit. You can create a radius around Detroit, a 20-mile radius, and say, I only want to show ads to people that live in this radius. Why? Because that's where my store is located. That's where my customers live. So you can pick and choose where your ads show geographically. And that's so huge because you don't want to waste money if you're in Michigan running ads in Wyoming or New York. No. Run ads based on your physical location. What's that going to do? To get you higher clicks and better engagement. Why? Because once again, people want things, want services normally that are around when they work and they live. Once again, set a budget. Google, using smart campaigns, is going to recommend a budget to you. That budget is based on a lot of factors, but what is your goal? What is your reach? What are you trying to do? What other companies like you normally bid? But you can also set your own budget as well. That can be $5, $10 a day, whatever. The cool part too about Google Ads is you don't get charged every day. You get charged at the end of the month. So let's say you have a budget of $200. You won't get charged out that money today, but that money will be drawn at the end of the month. So it's a way to kind of spread out that money. The last slide is you can review your campaign. This is just a summary of everything you typed in, the keywords, the ad, and giving you a preview of how it will look both on a mobile phone and also on a laptop or desktop. Then once again, set up billing. We'll talk about that. You have to put in your debit card or your credit card. So when those ads do run and it's time to get billed, they can just bill your credit card. Okay, so let's wrap up, recap, and resources. So once again, if there are any questions or comments about anything I said about how you can use Google to reach more customers online, just type those questions in the chat box and I'll answer them. So to review, there are 3 ways to appear on Google. One, there's text ads that I just spoke about, or pay-per-click ads, Google ads. That's when you pay to have your ads shown. Now, there's a cost touch to that. So you want to be careful. I would say start off small with your Google ads and make sure you set a daily budget because you don't want to, let's say, do a campaign for $500. You don't have a daily budget and you spend all your money in one day. If you have the budget for that, make sure that you're spending your money throughout the month. The next thing under that is the organic listings. This is where your website is going to show up. It's going to pull your website. This is why it's so important to have a page title that's unique and descriptive, and also descriptions that are unique. Why? Because these are the things that are going to pull me into your website. So when you're creating your ad, this is your chance to really sell who you are and let the person know that's doing the search why they should come to your company. The next one is right on the side is a business profile on Google My Business. Once again, so key. You have to do this. If you don't have a profile, set one up today. But once again, it's going to pop up on the side. It's going to have reviews, pictures, videos, sources, all that stuff. But it's a great way to get more visibility for your company on Google. So next steps, there's a lot of websites here. So I'll give you a few. The first one, if you want to check your website to make sure that it's mobile friendly and loading fast, simply go to g.co/mobile friendly. Once again, g.co/mobile friendly. Also, if you want to create a free profile on Google My Business, all you have to do is go to google.com/business. And the great thing about Google that I love is if you have a Gmail address, you already have a login to all these services. So you can set up a login or an account on analytics, on YouTube, on Google Ads, Google My Business automatically. So if you already have a Gmail address, you're already in the Google ecosystem and you have access to the free services. So once again, set up a free profile, go to google.com/business. Also, if you want to set up ads for your business, simply go to ads.google.com. So, question: what will you do today to grow your presence online? If you want to just type in, what will you do today to grow your presence online? What did I say that you will do now? I'll wait to see your response, but I would I would just say this: if you're on the fence about digital marketing, about digital technology, get off the fence. Don't wait. I know it's different. I know it's new. I know it's sometimes complex and it's different, but you have to do it. The truth of the story is things are never going back the way they were. This world is only become more and more digital. It's never going back. There's also going to be a new website, a new invention, and to keep up, to be competitive, both in your personal life and business, you have to be digital savvy. You have to use digital skill sets to keep up with the economy of the world. So that's what I would say. The one thing you would do to grow your business is just get started. Set up that website. Create an account on the Facebook. Create an account on Google My Business. Improve your website. Start today. And the thing I like to say too, digital marketing is an ongoing project. Your website is never done. Videos are never done. Anything you do online is never done. Why? Because you're always adding to it. You're always grooming it. You're always making it better. So you're never done. So, break things down. Focus on your website, email, SEO, video. Take your time, but get started. And you don't have to be perfect right off. I wasn't perfect. The first time I made a video online, a website, it was terrible. But the thing you have to do is get started. Because being online, have digital presence, it's not going to lose you customers. If you don't have any presence online, you're not customers not seeing you, but just entering that conversation, having a website, having a profile, people are seeing you, seeing your business, seeing your company. So the best thing I can tell you do today to grow your presence is just get online, engage in these free services to get more visibility. Because I'm stop preaching, but it's all about visibility now because advertisement business is crowded. Every day we're bombarded by tens of thousands of messages from Geico, from Nike, car insurance, whatever. The only way that your business can stand out is to be digital savvy. You have to use these tools to be visible for your customers because if people can't see you, they're not gonna know about you and they can't come to you. So use digital to increase your visibility. And that visibility is definitely going to increase sales for your company. All right, so I'll give you a few more resources here. I already gave a few to you, but the first one is Google My Business. Simply go to google.com/business. The next one is Google Ads. Go to ads.google.com. If you want to test out your website, go to g.co/mobile friendly. Those are a few. Next, if you want to keep learning, Google has a YouTube channel. If you simply go to youtube.com/Google, they have videos on SEO, on skills, on tips to grow your business and your career, everything. So go to that YouTube channel, follow that. There's always new videos giving out free advice and tips on how you can improve your digital skills. Next, also, Google offers career certifications. So this is a great way if you have a job or you work for yourself. if you want to up your skill sets, it's all about that, upping your digital skill set. So they have classes on data analytics, on business intelligence, digital marketing, e-commerce, IT, project management, and also cybersecurity. So some of these are free and some of them are paid. But if you want to find out more about any of these certifications, simply visit grow.google/certificates. So that brings us to the end of this workshop. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope I told you something today that's going to help you grow your business. But once again, digital is the way to go, and your customers are turning to Google for your business. So if you have a poor digital presence, you're not sharing them on Google, you're missing out. So I want to encourage you to engage as much as possible with your customers by using Google's tools and services. Also, there's a QR code on the screen. If you can scan that QR code, there's going to be a quick survey. We can leave feedback. You can tell me that you like this webinar, this workshop, that you like it, or did you not? I'm going to do that. Once again, I want to hear back from you. You can also enter your questions and your comments there as well. So on that note, I want to thank you for joining me this morning, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.